Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet a very successful restaurateur here in Dallas who was in a coma for 3 months during COVID, but God had other plans for him. His incredible journey is just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team. And the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, Dallas is a very fickle town. You can open up a restaurant, it's hard to get in for a year, and then the next year it's closed because Dallas has moved on to another concept. But a man who knows a little something about that, Hugo Miranda, he's the owner-operator of Hospitality Inspirado. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure being here.
Well, I love the journey of an entrepreneur. So when you got to Dallas, you started out as a busboy, basically?
Yes, I did. It was actually 25 years ago, 1997. I just moved here from Mexico and I needed a job, a summer job. So I went to apply to Mi Cocina and they hired me as a busser. And I remember that's how I thought it was going to be like a summer fling, something like that. But it came out to be my career. And everything started one day when I was taking care of a couple. I remember they tipped me $20. And the first thing I did is transform those in pesos because I was coming from Mexico. So I was like, man, this is a lot of money, $20. I can't believe, why are you giving me this money? And the lady told me, because you're being nice, you smile to us, you're being respectful. So I asked the server, I was like, all I have to do to make money in this industry is to be nice, respectful, and a smile. He said, yes. And that's how my motto been for my whole career in the restaurant business.
Wow.
Always a smile, be respectful, and happy to see them.
And now you have how many locations?
We have 4 restaurants.
Okay.
We have 2 of the Hugo Invitados. It's going to be the Mexican influence guest-inspired restaurant. We have taqueria.
Let's go ahead and put up on the screen because I want you to see this. I mean, this guy goes from busboy to owner of 4 concepts. So as we scroll down, so this first one here.
This is Hugo Invitados in Las Colinas. This is going to be on the corner of O'Connor and 114, right across the street for the Mustangs, the Williams Square building.
Yes.
In Irving, Las Colinas. Yeah, that one's been there for 4 years. Then that's our second location in West Village. We opened 8 months ago, back in June, and it's doing really well. And then we have our organic taqueria taco shop. It's called Honest Taco. All these clean meats, organic vegetables, fruit, and fresh cocktails ingredients. And this is our Tex-Mex concept. It's called Lost Colony. It's a Tex-Mex, but it also has high quality ingredients. We serve grass-fed beef, free-range chicken, sustainable seafood. The best ingredients on it can be. Yeah.
Well, and I said at the top of the show that Dallas is a tough market. I mean, we both know concepts by very successful restaurateurs that fell flat. Yeah. So what would you say is your secret to success?
Well, like I say, our secret to success is always treating people right. It's not other way around. Making people feel at home every time they go to a restaurant, let them know that we'll be taken care of, that we care about them, and we're there to help them out to have a great dining experience.
Wow.
That's it.
And you wouldn't know from looking at Hugo, because he's just the epitome of health right now, but why don't you set the stage for this clip that we're about to show? Okay. You got COVID and you got it in a bad way.
Yes, I got sick on December 26th of 2020, right after Christmas. I went to work to the restaurant. I was feeling tired. I never had fever or anything like that. They would tell me that I had COVID. I just felt tired. And back then I had diabetes, so I thought it was my low sugar levels were low. My sugar levels were low. And but I stayed home. I went home early that night. I asked my manager to close for me. I went home early Saturday. I stayed home Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, I started feeling like a little short breath, like I couldn't breathe. So I went to the hospital, and I got diagnosed with COVID. I got tested with COVID, and I was like, okay, well, it's fine. They put my oxygen back to 100, sent me home, told me to isolate. I come back on Sunday, and on Sunday, my oxygen was like 70, something like that. Like, it was really low. I couldn't barely walk. I asked my wife to take me to the hospital. She wanted to call the ambulance. I was like, no, just take me to the hospital. From my condo to the garage is like 100 meters. I don't know how I made it to the car, but I walked to the car. We got to the hospital. I couldn't walk anymore. I was so tired, short breath. They got me in a wheelchair, and we told them that my oxygen was 70. They checked it, they saw it, they put me oxygen, admit me right away to the hospital. I didn't see my wife. That was the last time I saw my wife for like 2 months. I guess, well, she went in there like a month after I was in a coma. But the weird thing about it is the day before my birthday, I went to the hospital on January 1st. The day before my birthday, January 13th, I spoke with my whole family. I spoke to my wife, my kids, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother over FaceTime because I was feeling better. I thought I was going to get out soon because I've been in the hospital for 2 weeks. And then the next day, I got intubated. Like, right aside, I have a trach right here.
Yeah.
I was about to die. My oxygen levels went down to 40%. That's what I heard. The doctors told me. And they had to do an emergency surgery where they had to intubate me right away because I could have died because I wasn't having any oxygen on my lungs. My lungs were like a disinflated balloon that's just very, very small. They have to put the trach, the incubator to throw air on it to keep him alive. And they have to induce me in a coma. So I was in a coma for 3 months. 3 months in a coma. I mean, people ask me to give a testimony about it, but I don't really remember anything. I don't remember being sick. I just remember I have a dream. I was dreaming that I was at the beach. I was in a hotel room in a hospital bed, sick, with view to the ocean. My wife was there. The doctors were there. Everybody was there, and that's what I left for 3 months. But then I talked to my wife because she's the one that leave everything. Like, she was like the one praying for me. She did praying gatherings outside the hospital, really successful. And first of all, I mean, thank God I'm here. Like, if it wasn't for God, I won't be here.
Well, a lot of people were praying for you, including the viewers at Channel 8.
There are few moments in life
Can't wait.
as memorable as the one you're about to witness.
You know that we are really excited because 5 months here in the hospital, and it's a long time.
And Hugo Miranda has had some moments. From the weekly prayer gatherings outside the hospital while in a coma, to the send-off from the hospital to long-term care. This long road to recovery from COVID took 5 long months.
Just happiness.
Thursday, you could say, is the turning point, a moment marked by the one sound even more gratifying than the worship songs coming from his speakers.
It's joy. Going back to life. That's what that bell means to me.
A father anxiously waits on the hospital first floor. He says it's like his son is being born again.
When a little baby come in the world, it's the same for us.
On Thursday, their son is going home. Finally. And everyone who matters is here. Most importantly, his 2 children, his inspiration. Another beautiful moment. 5 months in the making.
And don't stop fighting. Never.
His body has atrophied. He's lost 60 pounds. He's still on oxygen.
We know that this is a serious disease and it's a serious virus.
After he leaves here, there is still 2 months of outpatient care, physical therapy, respiratory therapy.
All the time. I never stopped praying for my husband all the time.
Hugo finally comes home to make more memories. In Richardson, I'm Jordan Payne.
Wow. So Hugo, I know you're getting choked up. It's not like you go back and watch that piece all the time. What's going on in your heart?
Well, I haven't seen it in a whole year now, and it's really emotional just to see how I left the hospital, like I was still not able to walk. I was still in a wheelchair. I was with a walker. I was with oxygen still. So it was really, not after leaving the hospital, it was just a hard part to recover. It was hard to go back to work. Like I didn't went back to work till November 15 after being out of the hospital on May 27. So it was a while. It took me a while to get back to normal, but we're here. We celebrate life. I don't see life the same way anymore. Just the fact that I wake up in my house every day is a blessed day for me. I'm blessed to be alive. And thank to God. That's it.
I feel you, because I think when your head is down in the restaurant business and you're only focused on, how many plates did we sell tonight, it puts everything in perspective, doesn't it?
It does. And but it also helps you see people in a different way. Like for me, like it made me a little stronger in the fact that I'm alive and I can celebrate life every day with my guests, and that what keeps me going. Like I said, we opened 3 restaurants in 6 months after I got out from the hospital. We opened the Tex-Mex Lost Colony in November. We opened Honest Taco, the taco shop, in March, and then we opened Hugo's West Village in June. So it's been a lot of work, but it's been good. Like I trying to be there all the time, just for my guests to see me, because a lot of guests of mine, they were worried about me, and then see me back in the restaurant. That makes them happy, and I like that. I like to see people happy every day.
I was joking with Hugo earlier that while he was sleeping in that coma, the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. It was amazing. You missed it.
I know. That would be a great way to wake up to. A great news to wake up from. Yeah. That's awesome.
We only have a little time left. So what message would you like to leave the viewers with, just in terms of what you've learned from being in a coma?
Well, I mean, just celebrate life every day. You never know. I mean, we know when we leave it, we don't know when we're gonna die, and that's something that I want to let everybody know, that we are on this. Our life is borrowed from God, and He will take it whenever He wants to, whenever He's ready for us to leave. So just live every day like happy, and be happy. That's it.
Outstanding. That's a great way to end the segment, and I'm glad that God has other plans
so much,
for you.
Jeff. Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to end with the website, which is hospitalityinspirado.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.